2015 feels like ages ago, yet only just yesterday. Looking back at the past 10 years, I realized that I was always chasing the wrong things, like so many of us do. I stressed over the wrong people, especially bosses. I waited for the perfect time that never came. I worked hard at becoming more and more efficient so that I could do more of the things that I actually had no passion for. And then one day I woke up and I realized I have been doing this all wrong. If this sounds at all familiar to you, I don't want it to take you 10 years to realize. So today I'm sharing the 10 things that I wish I knew a decade ago. Lessons that would have saved me years of stress, mistakes, and wasted energy. Number 1, momentum beats motivation. This is a secret weapon that gives you superpowers. Most people wait to feel ready, but motivation doesn't come first. Movement does. Action creates energy, energy creates momentum, and momentum keeps you going long after motivation fades. Think of it like your headlights at night. You don't need to see the whole road, just the next 20 feet or so ahead of you. Keep moving. The path unfolds as you go. One of my favorite sayings is keep putting one foot in front of the other in the direction that you want to go, and you will get there. Number 2, nobody is thinking about you as much as you think. When we're young, we worry so much about what others think. In our midlife years, we kind of stop caring, right? And then we realize that everyone was actually wrapped up in their own world, not analyzing ours. Most people are too busy focused on themselves to be analyzing your every move. That embarrassing thing that you did, they've got it in 10 minutes. You are the main character in your own story. But in everyone else's story, you're just an extra. So play free. Number 3, happiness equals subtracting, not adding. We're taught that happiness comes from adding more, right? More money, more efficiency, more stuff. But the real secret comes in subtraction, because less stress equals so much more joy, and less toxic people in your life equals a lot more peace, and less obligations equals so much more time and freedom to do the things that bring you joy. Wealth isn't always about accumulation. Sometimes it's about cutting out what drains you. Bad habits, one-sided relationships, pointless commitments. Ask yourself, what can I subtract right now that would instantly make my life lighter? Number 4, the people you're trying to impress won't be there when it matters. How often do we chase approval instead of purpose? We spend so much energy worrying about strangers on the internet or chasing validation from people we don't even really respect, using our time to show off instead of show up. But here's the truth. The ones who actually matter, the people who matter the most, they do not need you to prove anything. So the next time you find yourself talking with someone, ask yourself, am I trying to connect here or am I trying to impress? Choose connection every time. And funny enough, that is when people like you the most. Number 5, mastering your mornings is life's cheat code. Wealth loves structure, right? Energy, clarity, creation, they are all amplified by how you start your day. It's not about a complicated routine, it's just about priority. For me, the game changer was this. For 2 hours every morning, often before the rest of the household is awake, I work on the most important thing first. Not email, not scrolling, not busy work, but the one thing that will move the needle the most. Do this for a year, and it's impossible not to change your life. Number 6, the things you can't hack. Sleep, nutrition, and exercise, they're the most important. There is no gadget or no supplement that can replace the basics. 7 to 8 hours of sleep, eating well, moving your body and drinking enough water. That is it. The foundation of wealth. Because without energy and without your health, no opportunities matter. Forget the shortcuts. The basics are the ultimate hack. Number 7, the conversations that you avoid become the obstacles that you have to face. Most of our stuck situations, right, they come from one avoided conversation, a relationship that you know just isn't right, a job where you're underpaid, or a boundary that you're afraid to set. Avoiding the discomfort actually doesn't remove the problem, it multiplies it. Your growth is almost always just on the other side of that single conversation. So be brave, have the chat. Number 8, the perfect time is a myth. It may look like it to you, but the truth is that nobody feels ready ever. I wasn't ready to move to yet another country. I wasn't ready to lean in 100% into MindShift theory. I wasn't ready to write a book. And I wasn't ready to run a networking group, but I did it anyway. And here is the secret. Good beats perfection every day. Perfect actually never gets done. So start before you're ready. That is how wealth and opportunity are built. Number 9, boredom is a superpower. Have you noticed how your best ideas don't come when you're busy? They come when you're still. That aha moment that you get in the shower or on your drive home from work, or when you finally sit down to enjoy that cup of tea. It's because your mind finally has space. If you want creativity, give yourself silence. Skip the podcast, the scroll, the constant noise. Just sit with your thoughts. Let your mind breathe, let your mind wander. That is where wealth creating ideas are born. And number 10, life gets better when you stop taking it so seriously. 5 years from now, a lot of what feels critical today won't even register. Some of your hardest seasons will eventually become your funniest stories. True story. The truth, we're actually all dying, but how many of us are truly living every day? So laugh more, play more, take more chances. Wealth is not just about money, it's about living a life that feels full. Now it's your turn. Which of these 10 lessons hit the hardest for you? Drop me a comment below, send me a message, or write it in your journal tonight. But don't just read it, make sure to reflect, because the next decade of your life can look completely different if you stop chasing what doesn't matter and start building what does. Until next week, start now, don't wait. I'll see you then.